From a blistering 51-second knockout that shook the fighting world, to a suffocating rear-naked choke that stamped her name in gold. These are the absolutely craziest finishes of Amanda the Lioness Nunes' spectacular career. Nunes was born and raised in Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. The Brazilian has a distinctive style of fighting, where she blends explosive punches with an impeccable ground game. We're going to embark on a journey through the highs of Nunes' awe-inspiring career, celebrating her most spectacular finishes that had the entire MMA community on the edge of their seats. So, let's dive into one of her most memorable victories. Did you know that her knockout punch is considered one of the deadliest in MMA history? And there was no better example of this power punch or Nunes' spectacular finishes than during the unforgiving octagon at UFC 232. Amanda Nunes confronted a powerhouse named Cris Cyborg in a featherweight showdown for the ages. Cyborg appeared to be an unbeatable force. It was about billed as the greatest women's MMA fight in history, and boy did it deliver. Cyborg entered the octagon with an air of invincibility. However, in a shocking twist, it was actually Nunes who emerged victorious from the match. She did so in a way that people would talk about for years to come. Just 51 seconds into the first round, she landed a massive overhand right. This powerful move sent Cyborg crashing down onto the canvas. It was a quick yet shocking finish, and it made Nunes the first woman in UFC history to hold two titles simultaneously. This cemented her incredible legacy in the sport. That was a watershed moment in her career, but there were still many more to follow. This moment was merely the beginning of a legacy defined by sheer dominance. Next up, we're taking a look at UFC 207. It was an event that put Nunes up against a fighter who had been the face of women's MMA for many years. That's right, we're talking about Ronda Rousey. It was a monumental showdown, a clash of titans if you will. The world watched with bated breath to see if Rousey would reclaim her crown after a devastating loss to Holly Holm. But Nunes had other plans. In a mere 48 seconds, the first female Brazilian champion landed a vicious flurry of strikes which left Rousey dazed, confused, and ultimately defenseless. Before Rousey could gather her bearings or even think about retaliating, the referee stepped in. They had seen enough of this battle and waved off the fight. So just like that, Nunes won the match. However, that night Nunes didn't just defend her title. She sent a loud and clear message to the world. Amanda Nunes wasn't just a champion, she was the champion. She proved to the world that she was here to stay. Now, let's rewind a bit to UFC 200, which was yet another historic event for Nunes. Her journey to greatness started even before these stunning victories. At this match, she faced Miesha Cupcake Tate. The latter is a formidable fighter, who's known for her grappling skills and tenacious spirit, but the night of UFC 200 belonged to the Lioness only. Nunes seized the moment. Once again, she used her incredible right hand to rock Tate. It was a move that visibly shook the former champion. However, she didn't stop there. Nunes quickly moved to her submission game, where she applied a relentless rear-naked choke. The move had Tate tapping out in desperation. This pivotal victory marked the beginning of Nunes' reign. She became the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, starting a reign that would go on to defy expectations. But hold up, we're not done yet. No way, fast forward to UFC 239. At this match, Nunes set her sights on another high-profile target. For this one, her opponent was Holly, the preacher's daughter, Holm. This was a competitor known for her mighty head kick. It was a move that ended Ronda Rousey's undefeated streak. This fearsome opponent now stood in Nunes' crosshairs. But the Lioness had a huge surprise in store for Holm. She launched a ferocious right high kick. It was almost a mirror image of the move that brought Holm fame. What a smart move. The kick landed perfectly, sending Holm straight down to the canvas. However, this is Nunes. She wasn't going to stop there. To ensure a victory, Nunes followed up with a few precise punches, prompting the referee to call an end to the match since the winner was abundantly clear. This match was a tribute to the Lioness, the undisputed queen of the octagon, a woman whose ferocity, skill, and relentless spirit has seen her dismantle some of the toughest opponents in the world. Let's crank back time to UFC 178, when Nunes was staring across the octagon at the seasoned Cat Zingano. This is where Nunes showcased her raw punching power. Early in the first round, she unleashed a flurry of aggressive strikes, which resulted in her knocking Zingano down. Not once, not even twice, but 3 times? Though Nunes ultimately lost this fight, it was this display of sheer force that hinted at the champion she would become. And speaking of raw power, let's not forget her bout at UFC 224. This time, it was Raquel Pennington who was on the receiving end of Nunes' unyielding power. Throughout the fight, Nunes bombarded Pennington, using a relentless onslaught of strikes. By the end of the 5th round, Nunes had broken Pennington's spirit and body, ultimately leading to a TKO. This wasn't just a victory, this was a testament to Nunes' durability and her ability to keep pushing when others would falter. Of course, there was also the fight against Germaine de Randamie at UFC 245. Here, Nunes faced yet another well-versed striker and a former champion. Despite this, Nunes proved yet again why she is the dominant force in the women's division. This fight didn't end in a finish, but Nunes still exhibited a masterclass in grappling, along with ground and pound, which secured a unanimous decision. Her performance that night was a testament to her versatility, proving that she is not only a world-class striker, but also a formidable wrestler. Now, as we reflect on her craziest finishes, we arrive at UFC 250. The highly touted Lioness was set to face Felicia Spencer. Spencer is an adversary known for her robustness, as well as her grappling prowess. However, the events that unfolded were a tour de force display of Nunes' amazing skills. She effortlessly controlled the fight, peppering Spencer with hard and precise strikes, which kept Spencer on the back foot with some masterful grappling. The fight culminated in a clear decision win for Nunes, but not before she had thoroughly dominated Spencer for 5 grueling rounds. Each of these amazing finishes is a testament to Amanda Nunes' skills. She has relentless prowess and versatility, the likes of which the Octagon has never seen before. Her power, her precision, her calculated aggression. All these qualities coalesce into a fighting style that's uniquely hers. She's a fighter who's not just proficient on her feet, but she's also fearsome on the ground. With her myriad of exciting skills and a killer instinct that's second to none, she has undoubtedly carved her name into the annals of MMA history. She has obliterated one formidable adversary after another. Each victory brought its own unique flavor of craziness, further enhancing her reputation as a force of nature inside the Octagon. However, these encounters are more than just fights. Each victory tells the story of her courage, her determination, and her unparalleled skill in the MMA realm, proving beyond a shadow of a doubt why many consider her to be the greatest female fighter in MMA history. In her career, Nunes has never shied away from a challenge. She's faced every opponent with unshakable resolve. Nunes always rises to the occasion, and she's always ready to make her mark. So, the next time you hear the roar of the Lioness in the UFC Octagon, be ready for some earth-shaking action. Because with Amanda Nunes, it's always going to be an intense ride. So, from a jaw-dropping obliteration of Cris Cyborg that lasted a mere 51 seconds, to a lightning-fast TKO of Ronda Rousey, along with a stunning submission over Miesha Tate and a thunderous knockout of Holly Holm. These were the craziest finishes in the storied career of Amanda "the Lioness" Nunes,